Hello everybody, my name is Pierre Garudi. I'm a fashion designer based in London, and this is my first talking video I'm going to put on the social media. I received a few questions from my fans and the people I know. They asked me about the coronavirus, what's going to happen, and the impact of it, what we should do. So, this is the first time I'm talking about something other than fashion. As you know, all industries, including fashion industry, are being shut down, and everybody is in the lockdown position. So, I thought the best way to start this talking would be about the few characters, not all of them, of the coronavirus. So that way we will have some base of understanding what we should talk for the other days. And my right hand, you can see, or other on your left hand side, I put few of the points I'm going to talk about it. So let's get to it. First, the title, it called CCP Virus, as you can see, is characters. Why CCP? CCP stands for Chinese Communist Party virus. The reason because virus came from China, and for at least 6 weeks, Chinese did not provide the right information, neither to other country or WHO. So I thought that would be appropriate to name that virus or coin that name for that virus as a CCP virus. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Completely new. It means this is not anything we have ever seen. It's not like SARS, it's not like MERS, it's not like Ebola or malaria or any other things that we had before. So it's completely new. It's that's why we have to deal with it. A lot unknown. About other problems or viruses we had in the past, we knew something about them. Like, for example, let's say the flu that we get every winter in different countries. We know about it. There's a drugs for it, and there's been vaccination going on. So we can, but this one we have nothing. We don't know anything about it. So we have to open the first page. It means from scratch we have to look at the virus. Contagious. One of the reasons that we blame China, especially Chinese Communist Party, not the Chinese people, we respect them. They have a wonderful history, and I know a lot of people love Chinese food. Anyway, as you can see, it's contagious because other viruses we had in the past, they were not contagious. They were not human to human. Usually it would be isolated in one human and cannot be transferred on the other human, especially more like an airborne pathogen. It would go either by sneezing or coughing, even breathing, because when you breathe out, is maybe someone close enough can get it. So that's why they are using mask. Speed of spread. This was very, very fast. It happened just a couple of months. It was all over the world. Now, it goes few countries slower than other countries, but eventually it's gonna reach everyone. Those who are ready, they can mitigate the virus spread. Those who are not ready, they're going to have a hard time. An equalizer. It means it's equal to everyone, regardless of your race, your sex, your nationality, or who you are. If you're a VIP or president or prime minister, or you have a lot of money, or how important you are, it doesn't matter. You're a star, you are a footballer, it's equal to everyone. Everyone can get it. Unfortunately, those who are older with their underlying condition, and they will get they will have more impact on them than other people, because it doesn't matter how much money you have in your pocket. Are you wearing a Louis Vuitton or Chanel or Pierre Garudi? It doesn't really matter. It just will impact everyone. Sprint versus marathon. Why? Because this is sprint in terms of spread of virus is true, sprint. But in terms of dealing with it, no, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It would take much longer to overcome it. Naturally, eventually, we have to have a virus at the end to get rid of it. For time being, there's no drugs. There are a few drugs they are trying on it. The drugs they use it for AIDS or SIDA in different country. The drugs they use it for malaria. The drugs use it for SARS or MERS or other diseases. They try everything they can. Even just today in US, they started blood purification to see if they have any impact on the disease, on the virus. Winning war versus winning peace. So naturally, the first thing we have to win is to kill the virus, to win this war. But the second one is actually quite important. Why? Because it's going to take much, much longer, and it will cost a lot more just to bring it back to the normalcy. So we go back to where we used to be, which I doubt is going to be 100% that way. We eventually, many things going to stay with us till hopefully the vaccine is going to be available to everywhere in the world and for everybody. Then we say, okay, we're coming back to normalcy. But it's going to take much longer for people go back to normalcy. Why? Because many of those businesses that used to be there, they're not going to be there anymore. It's going to take a long, long time to go back to what it used to be. Even when it goes back to used to be, it's not going to be the same. Things are changed. An example of that, you can see, for example, U.S. attacked Iraq and even Afghanistan, and they won the war, but not the peace. They couldn't solve any problem, the issues, the differences in so much differences in the culture. So they didn't win the peace, and that was one of the biggest mistake geopolitically U.S. made in its history, recent history, actually. A smooth versus Wild West. Why I'm saying smooth? Because it doesn't seem is going to be easy to do it. As you can see, in terms of internationally, is not a cooperation happening around the world. That's why I called it Wild West, because it wasn't a smooth process. Everybody was on their own. It was like a Wild West. You're on your own. You have to protect yourself. Each country was on their own. They have to come up with a solution. They have to come with the measures, and they have to prepare it in order to beat the virus. Offline versus online. Well, in the normal way, majority of our life was offline, especially socially. We could go to a concert, we could go to the gym, we could go to restaurant, to movie theater, and a lot of other events we used to go. We cannot do it. That's why part of it, of course, was online, but the majority of it was offline. Now, everything going online, at least for time being, is going to go online, and some of the things will go online, will stay online. Not all of it, but a lot will. Some of them it will definitely will stay online. We're not going to go back again on offline. So things going to change in that regard. So we need writing a new playbook. Why? Because once we beat that virus, we're going to win the peace, and to winning the peace, we need a new playbook. Thing going to change. For example, let's say we start letting people who are immune to the virus go back to work. Okay, we have to first find out if that person is living with the older people, if that person living with the people who have underlying health conditions. So that's not going to be that easy. So let's say you want to open a factory. Naturally you say, okay, we will soon will find out about a testing machine can give you the result instantly. So you say, okay, every company will have in their lobbies, either factory or offices or any type of business, they will have it, and anyone comes in, tested right away, and that's normal. Everybody is inside, is tested negative, and then they can do their business, whatever they do. But it's not gonna be as we think it's going to be. So it's gonna take a while. It's gonna go page by page. Not all the businesses suddenly gonna go. A small sector will start first, and then they watch it every day to see how's the impact. Is it working? Is it going smoothly? Is it a problem? And then they open the next page. Health versus job. So naturally, we took health as the number one issue rather than jobs. So we shut all the jobs, and different government, different central bank, they came up with a monetary solution, so they can give some money for people to survive till the people can go back to job and start earning the money and make a living. Okay, let's go to the other part, what to do. And this is some of the stuff like the other one you already know, at least majority of them, or all of them know, but I'm talking about it. So what to do? The government usually have to do the three main things: contain the spread of virus, treat the ill better, and increase immunity. So contain the spread of virus, it means social distancing and self-isolation. That was a part of the stopping the virus to spread. The other one was to treat the ill better, so increase the budget, hire more people, ask the people who were not working or retired, they were before working in the hospitals or in the clinics, to come back, help us. Even some country were giving visas to doctors and nurses to come back to their country to work. Of course, they would get paid very well. So that was part of it. Increase immunity, which means investment on the labs. The scientists, they work in the labs to be able to find a cure, vaccine, and also drugs. The drugs for treat them till we find the vaccine, because vaccine would take a lot longer. And as you heard of it, making a drug, it takes years, and it costs billions of dollars or a pound or euro to come up with a new drug that would be effective. Even some of them, after all those years they have side effect, and they have also create other problem with it. So that's why it's quite important to invest in that area. And then you come below and you have help the people financially, contain domestic violence, which is the contain domestic violence. It goes with also mitigate the pocket of unrest and crime, and help the people financially. That's what the many government started, or central bank of the country started to give money to their businesses, either on a direct deposit on their account, or on the businesses loan, either with zero interest or with very low interest. Anyway, the interest went down sharply in many countries anyway. So that was one way to try to help people financially. The mitigation of unemployment is part of that, and increased testing. The increased testing is there are two types of testing. One would be the test for the virus, if you have a virus or not. The other one, if you find that if you have you're immune to the virus, if you mean you have an antibody, and you can survive the virus, and you are not transferred to other people as well. So that way, those people, they can go back to work, and so the economy can start functioning. So if you have any questions or critics, if I say anything that you think is not correct, or you want to give me a suggestion, I will appreciate all of that, and I will respond to all questions. And this is another one-time video. I will try to have it either daily or several times a week. They talk about the different part of the either the virus, or either about fashion or other industries, the thing that's matter in our daily lives, the issues. So it could be anything actually. So I would love to talk about it and create value for the people. I hope that would be helpful to other people. And please leave a comment, or you can contact me through the WhatsApp, or through the other social media, like Instagram, like Twitter, like TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. You can Tumblr. You can contact me, all of that. Also, if you please subscribe, like, comment, and share. I appreciate that. So I either see you tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. Anyway, the next video will come very soon.